This is my desk. There are many like it, but this one is mine. My desk is my best friend. It is my life. I must master it as I must master my life. Without me, my desk is useless. Without my desk, I am useless. I must fire my desk true. I must shoot straighter than my enemy who's trying to kill me. Wait a second. The rest of this quote doesn't really work here, I don't think. But anyways, here is my 2025 streaming setup. Let's start from left to right, starting with my microphone. Right here, I am talking into the Fifine AM8, and it is connected to the Fifine low profile arm right here. All right, I've got this connected to an XLR interface called the Focusrite Scarlett down here, as you can see. That's what allows me to turn up my headphone volume, turn up my mic gain, all that. And running out of the Focusrite, I have the Beyerdynamic DT770 Pro. These are my main gaming headphone for the PC. Then I have this Focusrite plugged into the Sanyon speakers so that whenever I don't want to wear headphones, I can listen to my speakers and not get that headphone dent that none of us want. Next up on my desk, sitting right here next to my Focusrite, is my MX Creative Console. This is just the dial pad as the keypad is plugged in, so I can't lift it up here. But this is what I use for editing. It allows me to jog around my timeline, and then the keypad down here essentially acts like a Stream Deck. It allows me to have keybinds, different buttons. So right now I have Discord muted on here, so my Discord can't hear me doing this. So above my second monitor over here is my camera that I stream with and normally talking to. This is the Canon EOS 70D. It's quite an old camera. I have it connected into a cheap $20 capture card that just allows me to connect it into my computer, and then I've got it running with a dummy battery. The issue with this camera is it stops recording after 30 minutes, or even just it shuts off after 30 minutes, and there's nothing to do about that, even if you have a dummy battery plugged in. So what I have to do is use this remote shutter release here, and then every 30 minutes I have to just barely touch the button so that this pops up on my screen, kind of showing my camera settings, but this resets the camera and gives it 30 more minutes of life. Right up next to my camera, we have my streaming light. This is just a cheap LED photography light off of Amazon, and I have it pointed at the wall so that the light is bouncing off the wall and coming back towards me. It works all right, I guess. It makes my face light up. This is what it looks like when it's not on. So that's what it would look like with no light, but we get this light shined at the wall. Boom. All right, so now let's talk about my monitors. I'm running a dual monitor setup, as you can see from this angle here. I got my main 1440p 180 hertz monitor from Acer right here. It is a curved monitor. I like it. It does just fine for what I need. And then to the side over here, I have a very cheap old Asus 1080p 60 hertz monitor that I bought for 20 bucks when I was in high school, so close to 10 years ago now. So it's pretty old. I don't play games on anything. It just runs OBS and Discord, stuff like that. What do I use for gaming? Well, the main thing I use is this right here, the Xbox Elite Series 2. This is actually the core version, but I still use the paddles on the back just because I had another one. I just had to replace an old one. But I like the red, so I got the red one. But what about mouse and keyboard? I do use mouse and keyboard some too. Some games, you have to use mouse and keyboard. Typically when I'm streaming, the mouse I'm going to use is the Logitech MX Master 3S. Now I know this is not a gaming mouse. This is what I use when I'm using a controller, but for changing scenes, doing stuff, typing stuff in, whatever I need to do on stream that's not gameplay related, I'm using this MX Master because it also has a very nice feature called Flow, where this can go straight from my PC to my Mac as if it's just another monitor, which is very nice for watching my stream because I pull up my streams on my Mac to make sure the broadcast looks good. But when I'm playing games with my mouse, I have a different mouse on my desk, and for that I have it's tethered in here, so it can only go so far. For that I have the Razer DeathAdder V2. I like this mouse because it's light for gaming compared to the MX Master, which is quite a bit heavier, but yeah, it just sits on the corner of my desk for whenever I need a mouse for mouse and keyboard games. Simple as that. All right, so the keyboard I use is called the Razer Ornita V3. It normally sits pretty far up on my desk as I typically play controller. So I just need this for typing in stream titles, looking stuff up, typical keyboard stuff. But when I do use a keyboard for gaming, I do like this keyboard because it has that snap tap feature, which some people call cheating, but as a native controller player, I find very helpful. One issue I have with this keyboard is it is 100% keyboard, so you have this number pad over here, which does get in the way for gaming when you're moving your mouse, but it's not that big an issue. I get around it. And I like the snap tap feature, and I love the RGB on this. it matches my wallpaper. So what is this entire streaming setup powered by? Because we've got all these fun peripherals, headphones, controllers, all these devices, but what's it all powered by? Well, it's powered by this guy right here. Just my PC. But yeah, that's the baby that's running all this. We got 2 capture cards plugged into her. Underneath my desk, I have kind of underneath and behind my desk, I have an Xbox Series X connected to a NZXT capture card plugged into this computer, so that I don't even have to touch my Xbox or look at it ever. I turn it on with my controller, then I'm good to go. Now, when I'm streaming my Xbox, I cannot use my DT770 Pros. They don't plug into my Xbox, and I wouldn't have a mic. So what I use for that is the Turtle Beach Stealth 700 Gen 2s. Now, I know they are on Gen 3 now, and they've even come out with some Gen 2 Max and different versions and variants and stuff like that. But I highly recommend the Gen 2s for the specific reason of I can connect these to my Xbox as if they are an Xbox controller, and then I can connect them to my PC as a Bluetooth headset. So I can listen to my Xbox and my PC at the exact same time. What that allows me to do is continue using this microphone for Discord, and then listen to Discord from my PC, and then have my Xbox game audio all at the same time. So I can connect to 2 devices at the same time, which makes console streaming with a PC so much better with a headset like these. And on top of my desk over here, we've got a couple of knickknacks. We've got my second cam, as you can see right here, that switches to my other view. And then we've got some Legos and my Alexa that does some fun things like coin flips and different challenges for some streams. Well, that's my 2025 streaming setup. I hope you liked it. Until the next one, remember to stay cordial.